Hey, my peeps. Welcome to On the Mic with the M.
Auntie?
We're here, and damn, we done had some pre-discussion about a whole lot of different topics. And I'm heated now about a whole bunch of different ones we talked about. Which one you want to hit, girl?
I think let's go with the different valuations for men and women.
I go with that.
Almost like responding to the video we saw when the man referenced the woman or the women as being clearance goods, right?
Oh, yes.
An item on the clearance rack. Because I took offense to that initially. I thought that was very harsh. But I think let's explore that.
Yes.
Let's explore
Yes. Because I'm going to say this. Women have to, men and women, but particularly women, have to understand that when you're out there searching for people and doing certain things and making certain decisions and don't work out, and your value starts to fall based on decisions you make, and then you still think that when you make enough, and I'm not going to say, kids are never bad decisions. Kids are the end result of decisions that were made by two consenting adults.
Right.
And they should know ahead of time that if we play this game, that this could happen. If it happens, you got a baby here, you got to take care of that baby. It's your responsibility. But you also realize that once you start having babies by people you're really not married to, and all of a sudden you start to the body count starts to go up, like another dude, another baby, another dude, another baby, that now you're not premium anymore. Unfortunately, in society's eyes.
Let's back up. Back me up. Let's speak about what the woman brings to the table versus what the man brings to the table. Let's start there as far as what is valued at the table. Okay. So for the man, right? The things that are most valuable that a man presents at the table are what? It's going to be the protection he provides for the family, and it's going to be what he's able to provide, ultimately.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
He's not the eye candy of the couple.
Oh, no.
Right? And he doesn't necessarily bring the kids. He's a part of the children, right? But he's not bearing the children.
No.
And he's not necessarily bearing the grunt of children, right?
No.
Now, for the woman, because this is where it gets weird, right? When we come to put something at the table, it's not what we're providing as far as a monetary thing, right? But in today's world, we kind of want to be looked at like that's something of value that we bring to the table. And so we want to equate that with what you bring to the table.
Yes.
Right?
Absolutely.
But technically, when we break it all down, that's not on the table at all for the woman as far as what is valuable.
Very true.
Right?
True.
For the woman, you bring your good looks. Right? And what's a good phrase? Those childbearing hips.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Ultimately, a man who wants a woman technically is going to want a woman to reproduce with.
Very true.
Right? And we're talking about a woman who's, what we say, in the apex, right?
Yeah. Exactly.
Just like the male, right?
Exactly.
Bringing their best to the situation. Beauty and babies.
Yes.
As basic as it can get.
Yes.
Nurturing, affectionate, loving. Those are truly what the male is wanting from the woman, right? Ability to cook goes under nurturing, right?
True.
And then we fast forward to present day, what you were saying, right? So now as the woman goes into the world, right, and she has one child, and perhaps it didn't work out.
That's life. That's
right?
true.
Perhaps it just, I don't know what happened between the two of them, but it just didn't work. We wanted it to work. They wanted it to work.
Of course you would.
Right?
Yes.
But it didn't. You have to move on, carry on, go to the next person. Right? Then what happens with the next guy? Maybe it worked, maybe it didn't work.
True.
But if it didn't work, and you have a little more baggage accumulated now, right? As the woman, when you were supposed to bring, like we said, beauty, ability to bear children, right? Ability to nurture, time and attention. You have these children, that takes away your time to pour into someone else.
That's true.
Right? That totally detracts your time.
Obviously.
The beauty, maybe, maybe not. Maybe you added a little bit something, but by a second child, you might have a little extra hips that you didn't have before. You may have a little extra tummy that you didn't have before.
A little more cushion.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Just a little bit. Yeah. So yeah, we can see if we're serious about what we're saying without any bias, right? Because it's not me as that person, right, who has any of these situations. We don't have to necessarily put ourselves in that situation. But when you truly look at the situations that's happening, and somebody referencing you as devaluing yourself,
yes,
goes right back to the choices that we making.
Yeah, and with women, and I think we start with two different mindsets. Women, for the most part, a woman would, and I may be wrong, but a woman would love to just have one guy, love that guy, get married to that guy, have babies by that one guy, because they want to be emotionally connected. They want to make sure that one and done, kind of thing.
That's like the ideal. Right, and situation.
That's your mind. That's the women mindset. For men, for the most part, they're not that one and done. You can say it's societal, whatever, but it's almost like you hear you want to soak your wild oats before you tie yourself down. You used to hear that a lot growing up.
Absolutely.
Don't get tied down to one, because there's a whole lot out there. So make sure you go out there and do that. But they say it like you're searching for, like you're getting Quaker Oats meals. Like you're going to get Quaker Oats with cinnamon and apple cinnamon, or with peaches, and so
little strawberries and cream on this
strawberry
one.
Cream. Yeah, thank you.
Little
So,
flavor box.
Yeah, flavor box. You got a whole bunch of them, but it's not as easy as getting a pack out the box. You're talking about bodies. You're talking about people. You're talking about relationships. So as a man, if you go through there saying I'm sorting my wild oats, and you're not really informing that young lady that you want to sort wild oats, because why would you? Why would you try and get them draws and say, you know what, girl, I don't really want you. I really want that hot box. But do you think I could just partake of some of your hot box until, I'm going to soak my wild oats, and maybe, possibility, I'm going to come back and you're going to be the one. But not right now.
Yeah.
I don't know a woman walking the face of the earth going to say, you know what?
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. I'm peaches. You may want to try the apple cinnamon, but okay. No, you're not going to do that. So you can't come out and tell her the true game. So you're going to feed into her. You're going to give her all she wants because you just want to do what you want to do. Now, most of the time, most guys don't want to end up having a baby by that person because they're like, again, I'm soaking my wild oats. I don't want to leave little oats all over the place where I deal with. But sometimes guys make stupid-ass decisions. Well, a lot of times make stupid-ass decisions like, I can't believe she got pregnant. Basic 101. If you have sex with a woman with no protection, the likelihood of getting pregnant, especially if she's ovulating and all that, it's going to be great.
My pull-out game is strong.
Do you know how many?
I always wanted to say that.
Do you know how many people are walking the face of earth and listening to this podcast? Is here because the pull-out didn't work.
No, Malcolm.
You know it didn't work.
No,
because it was right to get there, and in their head, it's gonna be. I got 3 more strokes left. 3 more. 1, 2. That's it. That's it. Oh shit! I got caught.
I didn't know it goes like that. I'm sorry.
In the mind, it's like it got him. It pulled him in. And all of a sudden, it's like, shit. Now you're like, maybe it wasn't that much. Maybe that much didn't come out. And all of a sudden, you're on the floor, your eyes open, and you're like, oh shit, that's it. Now you got worry on your heart. You're like, oh well, maybe. Now as a guy, you're like, oh shit, maybe not. But then you'll find out soon enough that, yeah, you did.
Okay.
And now you have something you never even thought about before. Oh, shit, I gotta have a kid. And so to use that excuse, well, she threw it on, she caught me, she tricked me. No, stop that bullshit. She didn't trick you to do anything. You were irresponsible. Your goofy ass did decide to put on. Oh, and here's the other thing. She told me she had protection. She told me she'd take the pill. Well, fool, did you see her take the pill?
Yeah.
Did you see any pill? Do you know how to even look?
Yeah.
Did you even add? Oh, well, she may have told you, but did you see any of it? Did you see it pop it in her mouth? You, as a functional human being, should say, you know what? I want to be double protected.
Yeah, because I'm the pill is how I protect myself from getting pregnant. Mm-hmm. Okay, it has nothing to do with how you protect yourself from getting me pregnant. Why are you relying on my protection? And
because
what about
that's trifling.
STDs?
Because I'm lazy. You could take your goofy ass to any supermarket, any gas station, anywhere, and buy yourself some condoms. Mm-hmm. It don't take brain surgery to go. You just go in there and pick them up, and you keep them in your pocket like an American Express card. Don't leave home without them. You wouldn't leave home without your license. Yeah. Would you leave home if you know you're gonna go over and get busy? Would you say, you know what? I'm gonna drive this car, but I got my license, but I don't need that shit. I'm gonna leave it home. Mm-hmm. And you get pulled over by the cop. Cop said, where your license at? I left it home. Mm-hmm. Well, now you're gonna get a ticket because your goofy ass left your license at home. So why would you go and partake in this kind of business and not have protection?
So the kid is like the ticket. You leave your condom at home.
Yes. You get a ticket, which is a one and done. This ticket going to cost you 18 years plus.
18 years. Yeah, well.
So, again.
Yeah, and frustration.
Yes.
As you creating this frustration, you mad.
You are super
mad. It's the
mad.
fact that they mad. Like, why are you mad that you created a baby?
Because, again, when it comes to biological wise, a woman can't get pregnant by herself.
You sure about that?
Positive.
Okay. Because I think some of them think that they, like, I ain't do that.
Yeah,
yes,
okay.
You did.
You did. So now the woman is going to be the one that suffers in this because she's got the foot, carrying the baby, dealing with the emotional drama of going through this. And when the baby gets here, she's going to be one taking care of. Mm-hmm. So, again, as a woman, you have to really ask yourself, like, okay, is this the person I really, really want to deal with? Because, again, as a woman, you have to ask yourself, why do I really want to have sex with this dude? Mm-hmm. Why would I want to connect with this dude? Mm-hmm. He may be cool, maybe this and that, but I really don't know him.
Yeah. Why would I be giving myself away to this man? Remember that term when women used to give themselves away to a man? We don't use that phrase anymore. But that's ultimately what happens.
Yes.
You gave yourself away to him, and
yes,
he didn't catch you in some of these situations. Or he didn't give himself back. But at some point, it just dead. And like you said, we're the ones who have to bear the burden of the situation, of the responsibility.
Exactly. You sure do. So when you look at that and you really start to think, rather than, there has to be some logic. Emotion, again, everyone has emotion. We're all human. But at some point, some logic has to jump in. Mm-hmm. And as a woman, you have to ask yourself, like, if I do slip up and get pregnant, do I want to get pregnant by this dude? Mm-hmm. But if that doesn't come in your head, if you're thinking like, well, it's going to work out, he's still a nice guy, and he's going to take care of his responsibility, then you're destined for some bad situations to happen to you.
Because you're pretty much saying that you're okay to have sex and just have a baby as long as the baby quote unquote gets taken care of by the man.
Yes.
Yeah. No. Because generally you're supposed to build a family if you want to have a child.
Yes, exactly.
It's like the standard is different, right?
You change the standard, and then all of a sudden it doesn't work out. So now you put yourself in a different situation.
Because you're basically saying what the man is saying. Like, oh, if I have a kid with the woman, it's okay because I'll just take care of him. We both can't say the same thing because
nope.
We're not both held to the same standard.
No. And if you think about it, society kind of gives, unfortunately, I think we said this earlier before we got on the podcast, that if a man has 5 or 6 women on the side, he a player. Mm-hmm. If a woman has 5 or 6 guys on the side, she got to be a hoe.
Yeah, because that's all types of things going on inside of her lady parts.
Yeah. And
You're on the receiving end of all that.
That's literally what it is.
No, it is. And so Nick Cannon had referenced feminine hygiene, right?
Mm-hmm.
A few weeks ago, and about a woman, most women can't really, don't really understand how to take care of their feminine hygiene.
Mm-hmm.
But hygiene is just a basic you cleansing yourself, right? Washing yourself.
Mm-hmm.
What happens after a man deposits himself inside of you? That goes up inside of you.
Mm-hmm.
That's not something that's not a hygiene situation at this point. That's clinical.
Yes.
It's very clinical. So the very idea that you got several bacterias inside this little incubator almost, just feeding all the bacterias together. No, there's real terms for that.
Oh my God.
Bacterial terms for that. And it creates a smell that's not okay.
Oh,
Look at your face. Like everybody's face in here is screwed up.
Like, God
and it's like,
damn.
yeah, so yeah, we're gonna label the woman differently. Yeah, absolutely, because the man comes out and he washes all that off. Again, hygiene, right?
Exactly.
The basic hygiene, he's gonna wash everything that he took from you, he's gonna wash it off of himself. Mm-hmm. He's not necessarily going to take that to the next woman, maybe a small amount of that. But once he washes himself off of you, he's cleansed of you.
Yes.
But what he's deposited inside of you, what you going in the shower doing? What you about to, how you getting out about it? What?
Yeah.
Them bacteria having a blast. Good. They dancing in
That's true.
Like, yeah, so no, you can't have fun with 5 men at the same, multiple partners at this. No, it's taking you past hygiene at this point. It's clinical.
And the other thing is just like, what the hell? As a woman, why would you even want to even subject yourself to
It's
that?
the standard. Remember, we spoke about that there's a different standard. But today, we think that the man and the woman is supposed to be looked at by the same standard. So if you want to give the man the opportunity to sleep around and it's okay to be loose with women, then now we've created the idea like women's lady sexual liberation, where women can be just as sexually promiscuous as a man. But how? We can't even wash it off the same. How?
That is
the standard is, and that's what offended me when I saw the video, because I had the ears on, or the brain set of that standard being the same, and it's just not.
No,
we're not valued on the same level.
No, definitely not.
We are not made the same way.
No,
Yeah.
you're really not. And that's what happens then once you start playing. You can't play the game that men play and win. You're
No.
never going to win that game.
No.
You're going to lose based on what you just talked about. Just having so many people up in you. And then you mess around and have a kid, you're going to be the one that's ultimately going to take care of the kid.
Absolutely.
And now,
because naturally the child wants more nurturing from the mom.
exactly.
Even if dad and mom are present in the house same amount of time, the child is going to naturally gravitate to the mom.
Yes.
And dad's going to have to intervene, interject themselves. Hey, let's do some activities. Give mom a break for a little bit.
Exactly.
Right?
Yep.
Hey, let's have mom have some, no talk time. Come with
Yep.
me, right? Remember
Yes.
that?
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, dad has to actually interject himself into the relationship between the child and the mom, because the child naturally gravitates towards the person who is nurturing to them. No shade to dad.
No.
I like you. You're a cool guy. Thanks for getting the things off the top shelf type of thing.
Exactly.
Right?
Yep.
But ultimately, when I wake up in the morning and I'm hungry, I go, Mom, I'm hungry.
That's true.
I'm sleeping right next to your father. And you said to me, Mom, you're hungry?
Yep. Sure will.
We're both asleep, by the way. We both sleeping. We both went to work. No, but
Yes.
they don't care.
Nope.
They come naturally to mom.
Exactly. And that's what women have to deal with.
Yep.
And, then when you start to, if the first relationship doesn't work out and then you start to, linger and move on to the next relationship, because you're going to move on. Everybody moves on.
You have to.
Got to.
You have to.
So now, and that second one doesn't work out as a woman. And now all of a sudden, but your standards are still high, like you get the apex. Your mind is still, I want the best that's in this store. I'm going to go to Nordstrom's when it was open. I want the best that Nordstrom's have. I'm never going to look at the clearance rack because right now, I got the money to buy the best.
I'm worth more than that.
Exactly.
Yeah, because when I'm on the clearance rack, I have to work a little harder. Everything that's on that rack, that's what's there. They pull out all the sizes in that.
All
right?
of them. Yep.
And you're not sending nobody to the back. You better work for your items. Look on that rack. If it's there, you can have it. If it's not, then no. If you worth something better than that, you're like, go to the back. See if you got my size. If not, order it.
Exactly.
I'll wait. I'm going to sit right here. I ain't about to do all that shoveling, the moving and grooving. No, let me sit down because I'm at Nordstrom's. First of all, let me put my feet up. I don't got no water. Yeah, 'cause I'm worth more.
There you go.
Absolutely.
There you go. And what women don't realize is, that the term the guy used was it was a little harsh, but it's understandable visually that women always say, how do I end up in the clearance rack? There's no way I end up in the clearance rack. You do, based on your decisions.
I mean, we're in Nordstrom's, right? Mm-hmm. And you're sitting in the seat waiting on the guy to bring you your shoe. Mm-hmm. And the clearance rack is there. You can glance over and see it.
Yes.
Right? Those items that are on that clearance rack used to be right next to the shoes where you sent them to the back to get.
It was.
You know that.
It was.
But you're sitting there saying to yourself, I could never venture over there, though.
Why would I?
No,
Why would I go
fresh off of here?
Exactly.
Because I'm worth more.
Brand spanking new, just came off the ship probably 2 weeks ago, got shipped here last week and put here today. Mm-hmm. That's what I want. Mm-hmm. It's Nordstrom has
the best
shoe.
of the best.
The best. Mm-hmm. They had a shoe for men called 1901, which is the year that they started.
Okay.
Beautiful shoe, great shoe. Got many of them. They will never be on the clearance rack. Never. I'll go in there and say, man, you ain't got this? He said, oh, no, you'll never see these on clearance rack. Because people, I said, why not? People don't bring these back. When you buy them, they keep them. Mm-hmm. And I said, I understand. Comfortable, feel good. But there was a whole lot of other shoes over there that I looked, I said, damn. You look at the brand. I said, In my head, I'm not buying that brand. Because something was wrong with it that they bought it back and put it over there. Same thing I would look at if, I'm a guy who's got it going on. Why would I want to look at the clearance rack for a woman? Because I'm like, somebody has already had it. Somebody's put that shoe on many a time. So,
something's not right.
Nobody returns things they enjoy.
Nobody returns anything that they enjoy.
It didn't fit.
Term broken or damaged.
Broken and damaged.
Broken and damaged.
Oh.
They do.
Ooh.
They do. Because when I picked up the shoe, right, I got it home and the heel was like weird, a little clunky-ish. Like, I got to take that back.
And so when you bought the shoe back, what they said, we can't put this right here. We put all the 901s and all the other gray shoes.
Yeah.
It's been worn.
Yeah.
So now I'm going to mark it down a little bit. I'm going to probably put it somewhere. It's not clearance yet because we just
It's a markdown.
markdown.
We all know about a little markdown.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not clearance. You can still return it if you buy it. Because clearance items are non-returnable.
Yes.
So that was the other thing that, that hurt me when he said it.
You're right. Non-returnable.
Yes.
So when you
these
got it,
jokers up
you
from
got it.
here,
Yes.
that's going to be the end.
Yes.
I said, wow. But the reality of it is that when you settle in with someone who has lots of mileage on them, who's way past their prime, who perhaps has multiple children or self-esteem just not where it's supposed to be at, or body's not where it's supposed to be at. Come on.
Oh. And can you imagine, as we know, if you're in the clearance rack, it's not one thing in the clearance rack.
No.
It's everything in the clearance
Yeah.
rack. So, going back some time when you used to put everything in a bin, You like all the clearance was like a great big sign clearance. It's almost like, please come take this because we don't want it. It's taking up space and valuable space.
And the most that we can give you is a bin to dig through.
Oh.
Yeah.
And if you think about it, it's a poor shoe in there. Somebody said, I'm looking for a blue shoe. Now you got this whole big bundle about, I don't know, 10 feet tall that you got to climb up and look in. But somebody said, hey, there's a blue shoe you looking for. So somebody gets it, you know, as a kid, you go
There's
in
a
there.
treasure in there for someone.
And you have to dig through it.
You do.
And that poor blue shoe said, finally, somebody wants me. And you just as happy to go with that little baby, that kid that picked you up. And you used to be at $100. Now you at $15.99. And in fact, it may make it $15.97. It's like, I saved 2 cents.
Oh, yeah.
Make it
'Cause
really
that means
reasonable.
you're not bringing this item back.
Nope.
Yeah.
And you go and that item is gone. Items I finally got taken, but you weren't prime anymore. You were in the bin, just waiting with all the other disposable
Yeah.
shoes. That if you're in that bin and you don't get sold at a certain point, you're gonna end up somewhere else in
Yeah.
a bundle. And we're gonna buy the whole stack for $10.
Yep. I send the stack off. Oh. To resell someplace else.
Wow.
See, you're still, outlet, lot store, you're still worth something. You're just not worth your prime. And it's not we didn't explore this topic to be mean.
No,
right?
not at
to
all.
say that real live women who are, past a certain age or who have had certain amount of men or a certain amount of kids are past their prime is to look at things in perspective, right?
Exactly.
To be mindful of the choices that we are really out here making. And that
Yes.
at the end of it all, we're going to have to sit with our choices. And
Yes.
somebody's going to pass, I don't care what you want to call it, judgment, accountability. We're paying attention to each other's past.
Yes.
When you approach a man who you don't know, and you want him to be everything that you want him to be to you, but you have 3 children who need you to be everything that they want towards them,
Yes.
that's time and attention and definitely affection because your energy level is not the same.
No.
Detracted from that man,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Now, granted, he may have a messy past. 3 kids, 3 baby mothers, messy girlfriends on, in the past. He could have all that stuff. But he will still show up to you and have the time, their energy, and the affection.
You're so true.
He can still provide. He can still protect.
Yes.
You're going to fall short in several areas.
Yes.
Because of the choice, not to say that children are bad
No.
or not to call them baggage.
No.
It's just sitting with the reality. When you have the expectation as you move forward, and a man wants, and we're labeled. A man wants to label because we love to label men.
Oh, yes.
It's our favorite.
That is so true.
First of all, I'll be the first one in line. Y'all, where the pen at? Let's label them. Label them up real good.
That is so true.
And then y'all done devastated me. I done almost had to clutch my pearls when that man said the women is on the clearance racks. Woo! But when you put that label onto things,
Yep.
we can be very honest about what's going on
Yes.
and
Yes.
accept what's happening, right? And then move forward. Correct
Yes.
it and then move forward.
Yes.
So if someone says, yo, ladies, you getting past your prime after you done had several kids, I'm not going to put a number on it,
No.
but several kids, and you done laid down and been, what would you call it, the maintenance
The
woman?
maintenance woman.
Because you just allowed men to come and lay with you and then leave and then come back and lay with you and leave and then come. They weren't responsible for you for anything
No. No. At all.
at all.
In fact, I'm gonna say this is going to even sound even worse. You're almost like a plunger. Like the plunger's there, and if you ever need to unplug something, you just grab it, do what you got to do, put the plunger back. No, it's always going to be there,
Like a tool.
like a tool, just right
So
there.
he just pull you out, put you back away as necessary.
yeah,
And you allow it.
You allow it. That's
so
the key.
it's a choice.
Yes.
And perhaps you allowed it because you thought that that's what we were doing out here.
Oh,
Right? Again, going back to that standard when you think that the women are doing exactly the same thing as the men are doing. Right?
Yes. Yes.
So the choices that we're making, we're going to have to sit with them at some point. And then when it doesn't feel good to us, the result of the choices that we made, we can't get upset.
No.
We can just correct. First of all, accept. That's our new word, right? We can
Accept.
just accept
Yes.
the choices that we've made.
Wow, you know how big that is?
Yeah.
Somebody being responsible and accepting responsibility for something.
Yeah.
Because in this world today, you can blame everybody for everything.
Yeah. And it's not like owning it like, yeah, and what? Like with an attitude,
Oh,
like
no.
you wasn't supposed to. No, own it and be humble. And humble enough to move on with a corrective action.
Yes. Yes.
Not
yes.
not be nasty, accept it, and stay there in it.
Like it's my fault that you made that bad decision.
Or like I made this bad choice and I'm gonna keep on living this life because I've been making them. No, stop.
Yes.
Stop. Don't
that's
be
the-
nobody's plunger. You ain't no damn tool.
Oh God.
What they
Yeah,
say,
don't-
girls don't
don't-
know the difference between a what and a hole in the wall. Come on.
And
That
that
is
is
not it.
Oh God, that's bad too. That as I'm sitting there thinking about it visually, it's a bad thing. But they should think about that. You should think of yourself. If you're going through that, ask yourself, do you really want to be a plunger? Mm-hmm. Do you really want
How
to
are
be?
you valuing yourself? Because if you're valuing yourself based on your success in the workplace, y'all got mad when the man who died told y'all that that's not how they're valuing you. Now little Clarence Goods done told you basically the same thing. We're not being valued the same. All these men are telling us straight up. She giving me the straight face. She's killing me right now. All these men are telling us straight up to our faces, behind our backs, around the way. They put it in a letter, put it on in the song. They're putting it everywhere. They're telling us on every single level that we're not being valued the same way that they're being valued.
No.
And we're still showing up to play the game like we're men.
Yes. You're always going to lose.
We're
the game.
losing. We're losing, and they're dogging us out on the YouTube. And I'm gonna call it the YouTube, like the older generation.
On that devilish damn YouTube
They're
and
dogging
stuff.
us out on the YouTube.
On the YouTubes.
Yeah, no, they're dragging us as, and then the women joining in to drag the other. I'm not dragging women. I'm just trying to get us to accept what's happening, right? Because this
Yep.
is not just like. If it's not happening to me, it's happening to somebody I know.
Right
so
now.
yeah,
Yes.
and we can't be each other's yes person. Girl, nah, you was right, a bitch. Stop.
And
Stop.
that's the
You hear me?
other thing.
Stop.
Everybody got to stop that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Stop. I hear it on all the rap songs, all the songs in general. Women want to call themselves bitches and hoes, and dudes want to call themselves the N word and the dog and all this. That is all some demeaning shit.
And it does start there as far as the standard, right?
Yes, because you start thinking about the babies start listening to this song. Because think about it, you don't have the songs like the Earth, Wind, and Fire and that kind of stuff where it's the word, the use of that type of language is not in there. That's all you hear. I'm a bitch. I'm a hoe. I'm a this. And then you start thinking it's a good thing. Like I'm a bitch. You know what a bitch is? A female dog. You're not a female dog. You're not a dog, period. You know us calling ourselves dogs? Yeah, hey, we grow up on, hey, what's up, dog? What's up, man? What's up? But when you say that, it becomes natural. It's like it's a natural thing. But it's not natural because if we, as a people, say it to ourselves, we don't say that to other people. We don't walk up to someone and say, hey, what's up, my inner? No, you don't say that because you know, no, I'm not going to say that to them because you know in your head that doesn't sound right.
Right.
So, but to each other, we sound like, oh, it's a term of endearment. It's never a term of endearment. We want to change that shit to make it sound respectable, that we can use the word. The word should never been used. It's always been used to hurt and humiliate people. Bitches and hoes. Bitches and hoes demean you. You call bitches and hoes to prostitutes, to street women, because that's not a term of endearment. Oh, this bitch thinks she this. No, this female thing. I'd rather you say female than say bitch because at that point, you're not demeaning because you're really demeaning each other on a constant basis, and then you wonder why you do fuck shit on a regular basis.
I'm going to interject slightly. And the only reason why is I want you to hear something I had a girl say to me, because it'll tie to what you just said. She said even female is considered demeaning because you're equating women to the genitalia. So to say female is also just as demeaning as calling someone a bitch. This is a conversation I've had before. And I just wanted to get your thought on it.
For me, I guess, from my point of view, I'm calling you what you are. I'm not calling out your name. So if I said this female, I'm calling what you are, a female. If I said this bitch, to me, that's disrespectful. And that's me personally. So I'd rather call you a female than to call you anything else, a bitch or a hoe or anything else other than that. And Lord knows, let's not use the C word. That right there is going to cause a huge fight if you use the C word. I'm never going to call women that. Ever. I've never called. Because if I say that word, if I ever said that word, I would have been dead. Because women would cut you from ear to ear using that term. And it's understandable.
I think, so that's also the other thing. I think we also try to take the power out of words, right? So that's the other thing that we're fighting too, right? And we're like, no, but words do have power, and they do have meaning, even if you try to take away the meaning from it. Because nigga and bitch, those two words did the same thing within the culture, right? So where we use nigga to call out, and defile black man at one point in time, we did the same thing with female as a bitch, right? It was always something degrading, right? And then with each word, we tried to snatch up those words and reprogram those words to make them our own, right?
Exactly. Yes.
And it's like, we've been doing that for a long time, right? And I think the consensus is in. It didn't work. I'm just like, let's just keep it real.
No,
like when you do want to keep it real, right?
Yeah.
I think that we came up in an era where we definitely reference each other as bitches, right? I mean, yes, bitch, yes.
Yeah, that's true.
Keep it real.
That's true.
As we got older and we knew better and we saw something better, I think we switched it up. Yeah. But it's only because you know better. And you have something else to say. Like, so if you're used to calling someone, what up, my nigga?
Yeah.
You need something to replace that.
Yes.
So if somebody introduces to you, like, King, what's good, King?
Exactly.
So now you come in the room and you yell out King.
Yes.
Same thing for a woman. I think ours was Diva from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air when the women all got the Diva. Like, yes! So for us to be screaming out, bitch, yes. But you can naturally interject Diva into that. What's another one? Queens, yeah. We naturally, same thing with the King, right?
Yeah.
What's good, Queen? Right, Queen, what's good? Easy.
And that also ties back to your conversation that you guys had before, though. Is that when you do those word replacements, so obviously, because this will probably be in the podcast anyway, I'm younger than both of you, right?
You're what?
Younger than both of you.
Yes, absolutely.
So my experience is completely different than yours. You can use king and queen, like, instead of calling niggas and bitches, we kings and queens. Like, no, but some of you niggas are niggas and some of you bitches are bitches, and half of you niggas ain't kings, and the majority of you bitches ain't queens. So, like, what are we talking about?
No, straight up. If I gotta call a bitch, you a bitch.
Yeah,
Like, straight up. So what we're basically saying is use your words appropriately.
Yes.
Because when I go to greet my sister, that's Queen.
Yeah.
That's Queen all day. That's my sister.
Yes.
Yeah, she a queen because how am I a queen and she ain't no queen? What? No, we're queens.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my sister. And if it's a person that, I don't really know, I don't have respect for, I'm just meeting them off the street, good morning, how you doing? I ain't gonna call you nothing.
Nope. Not calling you
Yeah,
a
but
thing.
if I feel you a disrespectful ass bitch,
Yeah, then you're gonna catch the
Then
N
you
word,
gonna
the
catch
B
the
word, the
proper
O word,
words.
every damn word I
that'll
can
make
find.
me whisper on mic.
You did guys like, no, that's
I'm
when
screaming into the microphone.
dude. It's like
Oh.
because again, this is how you have to change the game and change how we do things.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's so goddamn quick to just want to follow the goddamn leader.
Mm-hmm.
You just want to just let me just. I don't want to rock no boats.
They don't
I'm just
even
gonna
know
go
who the
ahead.
leader is.
They can't lead their own goddamn self. But to see all the other fools out there following
Yeah.
people, I guess I'm gonna follow
I
them.
guess that's what we're doing in the community. No,
No,
we're
you fool.
not.
We're not doing that shit in the community.
No,
And
we're not.
Get your grow the hell up. Stop trying to be the coolest, the this and the that. Try to be that person who has some answers. Just try to be somebody who's trying to solve some problems. Don't be the problem.
Stop taking your guide from TV, music,
Oh
and movies.
God, yes, that's
Maybe
meant
that's
to
it.
keep you at a certain level. If
Maybe
you look at
that's
it, all the movies, all the music you hear has got some same bullshit. in it.
Sing
It's
one
not
of them,
progressive.
Malcolm. Sing one of them. There's one going in my head. I can't even say it.
No. Man, let me tell you where they get you. The beats. The beats are tight. But then
Yeah.
all of a sudden you start listening. So, oh, what? I can't say that. And then
Yeah.
you feel bad when you have it. You blasting it. But then you get close to some older, some elders, and you're like, oh, turn
And
it
I
down
gotta
a little
turn
bit.
this down.
I
Yeah,
gotta turn it
because y'all
down.
not gonna embarrass me in front of the elders because Miss Such and Such. No, she's gonna send me them cookies this December. No, you're not gonna put me out of the cookie tray.
And then she's there looking at you, say,
Yeah.
T,
Yeah.
ain't you such and such girl?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Yes,
What you
ma'am.
playing that nasty ass shit for?
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
like, it was
They
on the
gonna
radio.
judge you.
They're gonna judge you.
And you should, like you.
You gotta
Really?
get judged. You have
Come
to.
on.
I mean, and let me tell you, there's some time to listen to some trifling stuff. There's always time to listen to some
Oh
trifling
no,
music.
there is. I'm an adult. I do what I
Yeah,
want to
I
do.
do what I
listen
want.
to what I
want
want
to.
to listen to.
But there's
the difference is the level of influence that
Yes.
this music or the media has on me.
Exactly.
Right. When I scroll through Instagram and I see what I see, I'm not just buying it because you're selling it.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like the shift in the standard, the sexual liberation for women. Is that for women to be sexually liberated?
I could go out there
How
and
could
give
a
my stuff
woman-
to everybody if I want to.
Like, how is that liberation for? You gave your twat to 50 men, no ring, no home, 0 kids or a lot of kids.
Yep.
It's always 2 extremes.
Always.
So how is that sexual liberation for a woman?
And it really isn't a good thing because here's the thing. Unlike years ago, before we had the all the YouTube and all the other stuff, when you didn't have technology, you could have done it,
Yeah.
and people did it,
Yeah.
but it wasn't noticeable. Now,
Now it's right in your face.
right in your damn face. And so now you don't think the guys understand that? So, oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Such had such. Because now we're going to tell everybody.
Now
oh,
when I can prove your track record,
oh, prove it.
you really don't want to deal with the person who you can prove their track record.
Which means now, if you think I'm looking at you to make you a wife, you put a ring on it and put you in a white picket fence, hell
So everybody,
no.
because in the man's mind, everybody's talking shit about him for like, because as soon as y'all situation hits the fan, right?
Yep.
They gonna be looking at old boy like, told you not to wife her.
Exactly.
Can't turn her into a housewife.
You can
Ben
never.
told you that.
Can't.
So the discretion that the woman had at one point, right? Even if she was living a little provocative lifestyle, everybody didn't know that.
No.
Not like now.
No.
Everybody know what you do.
Everybody.
Ladies are not men.
No. And they keep putting it out there like, hey, here's the other term. Boss bitch. I'm a boss
That's
bitch.
weird. That's
Yeah,
when life
I'm a
gets real
boss
weird.
bitch.
That's when life. That's
But you know, this is. I was looking at OWN, and it has this show called Mississippi Bells.
okay.
A bunch of women down in Jackson, Mississippi, in that Mississippi area, and they're business women, but they all look the same. They all have the fake hair. They all like they got push-up bras. They all look like they they play that role, and they all sit around the table talking. Girl, we bosses, bitch. We some boss bitches. And I'm sitting there looking at
I
this
thought they were
like
bells.
exactly.
I'm confused. I'm so confused on the
Exactly.
show right now
Because
they're
now-
bosses, but they're not beauties. What's going on here?
And everybody said, man, my name is Larae Shafay Jenkins, and I'm this, and I have my own business, blah blah blah. Fine and dandy, but the way you carry yourselves is the same time you said that. It's the same time you throwing water and liquor and glasses and chairs at each other. So what you're seeing is, now, mind you, one show on OWN. If I'm live in a place called, I don't know, no black people live, Iowa. I never see black people. And I turn on the show and I was like, oh, these very educated women, they got their own business, they're doing well and everything. And next thing you see, they're throwing bottles at each other. They're throwing chairs at each other. I'm thinking,
I'm all confused because I didn't know when you said that. That's literally what you meant.
yeah. It's
Yeah.
like and promoting the show.
A bottle of liquor?
Liquor, and like somebody said something, and it's all to make you look at the show. Because now you say, wait a minute. They're
Because it's the drama. It's the action.
drama.
Okay.
But now you're seeing other women say, you know what? I make money. I guess I can throw liquor at somebody. Like the Housewives of Atlanta and all these other housewives. all
Oh,
these
so
people,
now the boss bitch behavior is all being influenced by the chaos on the media. So now you think because you're a boss bitch, you can act like this.
Because think about it. They start off with that one show of Real Housewives. One. Mm-hmm. Now they got 35 different shows. Housewives of Potomac, Housewives of Atlanta, Housewives of New York, Beverly Hills, Orange County. All these things. And if you look at them, they're people, women with money, people who have money. But damn it, if you say something about me, I'm going to hit you in the head with a bottle. I'm going to hit you. I'm going to throw some juice on you, and we're going to be fist fighting. So, again, if you're thinking if I'm making that kind of money, I can still go around. I'm keeping it real. I can still hit you in the head with a bottle. I can still throw juice on you. But we all know that's editing. But what you're also promoting is a behavior that's saying it's okay to act like this. You can have money, but you know if you need to punch, excuse the expression, bitch her in the face, punch her in the face because she talked bad, she called you out your name.
And more than that, it's us chasing the white money
Yes,
and the need to have it.
the need to have money.
So-
What it goes back to what I said before. We buy things that we should not buy. You shouldn't buy Gucci. We buy Gucci because the rapper said you should buy Gucci.
But no, but like more than that, let's say the whole network is owned by Oprah, right? And the whole staff is black. These black people are going to try to get the numbers to do exactly what the white counterparts numbers are doing. So they're going to be willing to edit the shit the same way, deliver the same message because they're saying that that's what's selling, and we want that we want that money so
Yep.
that we can be just like the counterparts. Yeah.
Yes, but we're suffering for it.
No, me and you not suffering.
No, we're not suffering.
But yeah,
The masses are suffering for it
absolutely.
because you have
'Cause
people.
you're eating it.
Yes, you're eating it. You're eating shit every day, and you're like, "What? Well, no, it's not really shit. It's really caviar. No, it's really shit. But you just sprinkle some salt and sugar on it, and we keep eating it all the goddamn time."
Yeah.
But to me, that's when you need somebody to say, "We're going off course," because right now the stuff we're doing right now, we were talking about the clearance list and all the places and stuff. You just put things that don't sell. At some point, before you ended up there, other decisions were made either for you or by you that put you there.
Yes.
And you have to have enough sense, just common sense, to know that, you know what, this don't even look right, this don't even feel right, and look around you. If you have let's say you have 4 girlfriends, and all y'all same age, doing the same things. If you don't have a kid and the other 3 have kids, and they're going through the same bullshit, why would you think, I'm different than them? If I get a man, he gonna take care of his responsibility. Why would you think that? If you see 3 people you hang around with, they're not just somebody you see every once in a while. You deal with them on a daily basis. They make the same. All y'all gonna make the same decisions basically because you all hang together. You kind of do the same thing. How do you say, "Oh, I'm gonna be different"? But then you end up doing the same thing. And always surprised. I can't believe I got caught like this. Well, you were going to make the same mistake because your mindset was pretty much set like theirs. Because they pretty much thought the same thing. I'm going to have this one kid. He's going to do right by me. He didn't. Now you're mad at him. No. Don't be mad at him. You allow him to come in. You allow him. As I said, women control the relationships because a guy could be fine, a guy could have money, but unless you say yes, you have the key to open the door.
I've heard that conversation side again, and I wanted to fight it so bad. I mean, I probably did fight it because you already know me, but I think I sat down because you're absolutely right, and it works on your self-control as a woman.
Yep.
Because it's a choice that you have to make, right? Because then if not, you're raped, okay?
Exactly.
Like, let's
right
get,
there.
like, I don't mean to scream it out like that,
But that's
like, put the label on it.
That's
Did the
why I
man rape
wanted
you?
you to see. I wanted you to
Or
bring
no?
that out. I didn't want to say it.
Yeah, no,
I
I'm
want you to
going
bring
to
it
get
out.
extreme with it. Because you kept giving the okay, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you gave the okay in scenarios where situations could lead to other situations, meaning you didn't just give the guy the okay to come see you and hang out with you with a group of peers, right? Because you can definitely get to know somebody and hang out with a group.
Exactly.
Right?
Yes.
We used to do it all the time. We go on triple dates, you want to come hang out at my mother's house. We all in here. It's just a bunch of people here. But what ends up happening is you want to get a little close to each other. Right? And then one thing led to another. What does that even mean? What does that even mean? I've never been in a situation where one thing led to another.
And you hear it all the time. You know what? She came over. She sat on the couch. One thing led to another. How the hell you go from the couch to the bedroom?
No, I mean, because no, it does not happen.
Yeah,
One thing led to another. No. Y'all sitting up on the couch, watching a movie, got the kids and knew where y'all was going with it.
You knew.
And you allowed it. And that's the only point that's being made here, is to own the fact and accept the fact that you allowed someone who didn't sign up to be responsible for you or give you anything, any bit of commitment, or any like solid piece from that commitment, right? Even time.
Yes.
I mean, God forbid that we give time to ourselves to even, vet anything that this person has told us.
Yes.
Because I love to have the conversation about the man is the deceiver, right? We started off the conversation with that man approaching the woman as the deceiver, right? But if you give the situation time, those things that he's deceiving you about, what, he gonna keep them up for how long? Nobody can keep up a lie for long.
No.
So we're not vetting. We're not giving the time. And it plays, that's why I started off with saying it plays on our self-control. Because, again, hormones, baby, hot and heavy, feeling them.
Yes.
Don't be alone with them. How about that?
You're going to have self-control because, again, that is going to push you in a situation because your hormones are going to allow your hormones going to override logic
every time. Especially when opportunity is there with the hormones. So when you create the situation, and as an adult, okay, we have to be honest with the choices that we're making. You create the opportunity. The hormones will present itself. And y'all both come together in that situation. What is the outcome? And I didn't want it to happen like that. Okay. But we have to accept this and own that you gave the thumbs up. You consented to the situation. The relationship, for whatever the relationship was, or lack thereof, was what you allowed it to be.
Yes.
Hard pill to swallow. not to come hard on the woman. We are not a man. We're not held to the same standard. Men
No.
want to reference how women are not on a pedestal. Yeah, we are. Yeah, we are.
You should be.
Nah, I am.
No.
If y'all ain't with me on that pedestal, you better get a step stool and get your asses up there. Okay? Because what's going on out here is dumb. And you're letting men drag you down, who are foolish men. We spoke about them before.
Bums.
Right? They're foolish men.
Bums.
We spoke about them before.
Yes.
And I don't even know the guy. I keep referencing him. I'm calling him Lil Clarence Goods man, right?
Mm-hmm.
He referenced them as toxic men, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we got foolish men, bums, and toxic men playing on the women, right?
Yes. And you also use this term. I use that term men. We use it for everything.
Yeah,
But we
because
really-
we're referencing age.
Yeah, age.
We're referencing
Yes.
age.
Okay.
So we got
Toxic. men,
toxic
bums.
bums and foolish males,
Yes.
18 and older.
Yes.
All right, let's go with that.
Yes.
She
Yes.
called them niggas. Wow.
So, yeah, that's everybody too.
Yeah,
So
done lumped them all in.
Yep.
But you got to know that they're playing in the field too,
yes.
and they're playing on you. And if you allow a foolish man, a bum, or a toxic man to enter into your space, not once, not twice, but 3 times more, and you don't think that you're a item that's been returned back to the store, that's been marked down once,
Oh.
that's been marked down twice,
Oh.
that's now been hit on the clearance rack, be careful of the choices that you make. That's the only point that's being made here.
Yes. That's real.
Own the choices. That's
Yes.
number one. So you can understand exactly what you're putting yourself into.
Yes.
We gotta own these choices. We definitely making them. That man did not make the choice for you. Now
No.
we could come back next week and have a whole nother conversation about the accountability of men in this situation if we want to, but that's not what we're doing today. Right?
Yes, because again, we're going back to you guys control it. You again. A lot of people just want to push the buck. They want to kick the can down the road, like it's like, oh, you know what, it ain't me. It's
Yeah,
somebody
it's not
else,
me.
somebody
It's
else,
not
somebody
me.
else.
It's
But
not
you're
me.
the one kicking the can down the road.
Yeah, and it's your can.
It's your
Pick
can.
up your can and own it. And then start filling it up with something that's worth your while. What did the song go? Give me the green light. That's all they need from us.
Yes.
To give you the go.
But the thing is, where do these women? Where do they go to? I guess the question is, we're now dealing with society now, women now who just want to keep kicking the can. Where can they go to hear other women who are women and queens where you are that can tell you y'all are making fucked up decisions, and you need to look at what you're looking at and change what you're changing, because if not, I can tell you exactly where you're going to end up at, and it's not going to be good. Because why? Look at your aunties. Look at your aunts. Look at your
I mean,
grandmothers.
that's what we're here for.
And we had
That's
to have,
what we're here
yeah,
for.
because I don't. If you look at TV, you're not going to fucking find
I
it.
want to say Ayanda was one who served it to him. I'm sorry. Ayanda kept it all the way real.
And
She
did-
done told you
and
you
you know
done
what she
stayed in this
said?
relationship because of the money. Bitch, stand in your truth. Because if you don't stand in your truth and accept what's happening,
Yep.
you can't go nowhere with it. You
It's-
taking your truth and kicking it down the street saying it's not me. It's not me.
And it wore her out. She had to stop. She's like, I got wore out because she's like, it seemed like my job wasn't really doing what it should have done.
Yeah.
And it's not that that wasn't the case, but if you see that much damage and that
Yeah.
much destruction,
Yeah.
that much
There
trauma,
was so many of them that I would have said, I'm not doing this.
She's
I'm
like,
not
I'm
taking
done.
on this story.
she said, I am done. Because and everyone you thought, like, God, that's got to be the worst.
Yeah.
The next one,
That'll
damn, that's
be
even
worse
than that one. Like, God damn,
Yep.
that's worse. And
Yep.
then you're sitting there looking at, well, I understand why this person's on drugs. I understand why this person's on alcohol. I understand why this kid got, this young lady had a bunch of kids and bad relationships. But God damn, at some point, you got to say, enough is enough.
And that's what she did, hold people accountable for I'm going to call it fuck shit that they was involved in.
You're right. They're
Yeah.
fuck shit because now, they want to blame everybody else and they want to do it the easy way. There is no fucking easy way to do this. You have to put in the goddamn work.
You put in the work and it gets easy.
But the hard part is growth is unfucking comfortable. And to be uncomfortable is how you grow. Crazy.
Right.
But you have to be uncomfortable. So again, what we're basically telling these women is like, okay, you are where you are today, not tomorrow. We're not looking at, oh, well, I did. That's the past. You can't change it. The future is not even here. It doesn't exist. Today, make decisions that's not going to put you in the goddamn clearance bin.
Absolutely.
Find somebody. Listen to us. Listen to us. We'll tell you what you need to do. You may not want to hear it. And let me tell you, all we want you to be successful. We want you to be happy. Because there's 8 billion people walking around the face of the earth that's here for a short period of time. In 100 years, we're all gone. Very select few going to be here, and they may not even realize they're even here. But while you're here, can you fucking enjoy this journey?
Yeah.
Can you chalk up your decisions? Don't make, oh, that was a fatal decision. No. Lessons and blessings. A bad decision is a lesson. Good decisions are blessings. Take them, learn from them, move on.
Key point is learn from them.
Learn from them.
Don't just move on. Because we are just moving on. We've missed the lesson. Wow. We're doing the same thing over and over again. And you're showing up to the field like you did on the first day. You don't look like how you did on the first day.
No.
You're done playing. It's actually time for you to retire. But you don't have the means that you need to retire.
And what you just said, in that context, if you start off as a football player your first year, money rolling, you like, this is going to be forever. 20 years later, when you spent all your money on the jewelry and your partners and all that other fuck shit, 20 years later, you got no money left.
You can't retire.
And now your body's broke down.
You can't even work.
And
what are you to do with the choices you've made? Ladies, all we're saying is be real with the choices you're making. Accept them. Do something different and carry on. That's all.
Wow. I can't even say no more to that. We're going to come back to this because this is a hot topic, hot conversation, and we're going to come back because we got to now start giving them some things, some tools, how to work on that. Because a lot of them are so lost. In fact, they got a toolbox full of tools. They don't know what the hell to pick up.
All right.
So we're going to definitely revisit that. So guys, listen, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. You've been listening to On the Mic with the M.
And T.
Peace and blessings, and we'll see you next week.